Whenever someone who wears a retainer scrapes his plate, Mr. Fridley says, "Look out, don't lose your false teeth." This has cut down on lost retainers. Mom says I take after Dad in one thing. My teeth are nice and straight, which is a big saving right there. Tuesday, January 9th. Dear Mr. Pretend Henshaw, my little cheesecake was missing at lunchtime, which made me mad. I guess somebody noticed Joe Kelly's lunch was really mine. When I went to throw my lunch bag in the garbage, Mr. Fridley said, "Cheer up, Lee, or you'll trip over your lower lip." I said, "How would you feel if somebody was always stealing the good stuff from your lunch?" He said, "What you need is a burglar alarm." A burglar alarm on a lunch bag. I had to laugh at that, but I still wanted my cheesecake. Dad should be phoning any day now. When I said that at supper, chili out of a can, Mom said for me to not get my hopes up, but I know Dad will remember this time. Mom never really says much about Dad, and when I ask why she divorced him, all she says is, "It takes two people to get a divorce." I guess she means the same way it takes two people to have a fight. Tomorrow I am going to wrap my lunch bag and a lot of Scotch tape so nobody can sneak anything out of it. Wednesday, January 10th. Dear Mr. Pretend Henshaw, it's funny how somebody says something and you can't forget it. I keep thinking about Mr. Fridley saying I needed a burglar alarm on my lunch bag. How could anybody put a burglar alarm on a paper bag? Today I used so much Scotch tape on my lunch bag, I had a hard time getting my lunch out. Everybody laughed. Dad should phone today or tomorrow. Maybe if he came home, he would know how I could make a burglar alarm from my lunch bag. He used to be good about helping me build things, except there wasn't much room in the mobile home we lived in, and you had to be careful where you pounded because a piece of plastic might break off something. I read over the letter you wrote that time answering my questions and thought about your tips on how to write a book. One of the tips was, listen. I guess you meant to listen and write down the way people talk, sort of like a play. This is what Mom and I said at supper. Frozen chicken pies. Me. Mom, how come you don't get married again? Mom. Oh, I don't know. I guess men aren't that easy to find when you're out of school. Me. But you go out sometimes. You went to dinner with Charlie a couple of times. What happened to him? Mom. A couple of times was enough. That's the end of Charlie. Me. How come? Mom. Thinks a while.